a safe haven in the midst of conflict. So-called emergency response rooms like this one in Sudan provide both food and information for those fleeing violence. There are hundreds of them in the country, organized and supported by local groups and individuals, but at least half of the funding comes from USAID and is funneled through nonprofits like one based in Nairobi called Giza, run by Trevor Snapp.
Supporting humanitarian aid in a context like Sudan is critical. It keeps people alive. At the same time, it's really critical to support civil society. They need to have jobs so they can both provide for their family, but also keep the hope alive for peace and democracy. And that's something that USAID and the U.S. has been very effective at doing.
For Sudan, the world's largest humanitarian crisis, the situation is particularly grave. In freezing foreign aid, the Trump administration has allowed an exemption for food assistance, but how it will be implemented remains unclear.
The United States is the world's largest provider of humanitarian aid, and for decades that's included efforts to bolster civil society abroad as a way of building global alliances. But now the Trump administration is taking aim at foreign assistance, accusing it of wastefulness and serving special interests.
The plan is to absorb USAID under the State Department, headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
I have long supported foreign aid. I continue to support foreign aid, but foreign aid is not charity. It exists for the purpose of advancing the national interest of the United States.
Giza, with the help of USAID, also provides employment for dozens of local journalists and a lifeline for their families. They ask that we not show their faces for fear of retribution, but their work has been featured internationally in media like the New York Times and Al Jazeera. One of their documentaries is currently being premiered at the Sundance Film Festival.
International communities look at Sudan as the numbers. How many people hunger, how many people dying, but we're trying to cover the feelings,
humanize them.
Humanize things, how people feel with the war.
In a nation embroiled in conflict, he fears fewer opportunities to make money will mean more reasons for people to wage war. Kristen Salumi, Al Jazeera, New York.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.